Imagine a car that never needs to stop at a charging station, a car that powers itself endlessly. Well, today we're unboxing Africa's groundbreaking self-powered electric vehicle right here in the United States. Automobile high voltage isn't just another EV. It's a global disruptor, a bold statement from Africa to the world, and possibly the future of transportation. At first glance, this sleek machine looks like any other futuristic EV. But what lies beneath is what makes it extraordinary. Built on technology pioneered in Africa, this car challenges the very foundation of the EV industry. No plug-ins, no charging stations, just continuous, self-sustaining power. So, how does it work? The secret lies in self-generating energy systems, a blend of advanced electromagnetic engineering, renewable conversion, and next-gen battery optimization. Instead of relying solely on external charging, this vehicle recycles and regenerates its own energy as it moves. It's not just efficient, it's revolutionary. Now, let's think big. If this technology scales, the implications are massive. Imagine millions of cars that never line up at charging stations, never stress over range anxiety, and dramatically cut the demand for grid electricity. For Africa, this is a declaration of innovation power. For the U.S. and the world, it's a wake-up call that the future of EVs might not come from Silicon Valley or China, but from Africa. And it's not just about technology, it's about the experience. Inside, the car feels futuristic yet familiar. Smooth acceleration, whisper-quiet ride, and intelligent systems that monitor and manage its own energy cycle in real time. Driving this feels like stepping into tomorrow. But here's the question. Can this self-powered EV really take on giants? Will it survive the rigorous U.S. market? Or will the traditional automotive titans try to suppress it? One thing is certain. Africa has just planted its flag in the EV revolution, and the rest of the world is watching closely. This is more than an unboxing. It's history in the making. Africa's first self-powered EV has arrived in America, and it just might change everything we thought we knew about cars. What do you think? Can this breakthrough redefine the future of mobility? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more groundbreaking tech stories. But here's where things get even more fascinating. This isn't just about a car. Behind this innovation lies a story of persistence, rejection, and global attention. African inventors and engineers have been working on self-powered energy systems for years, often dismissed, doubted, or ignored. Yet here it is, finally making its way to America, ready to prove the skeptics wrong. Of course, the arrival of this vehicle hasn't gone unnoticed. Major automakers, Tesla, Toyota, and even startups like Aptera are watching very closely. Some insiders whisper about partnership opportunities, while others warn of corporate resistance. After all, a truly self-powered EV could disrupt trillion-dollar industries. Charging infrastructure, battery supply chains, even the oil sector. And the stakes? They couldn't be higher. If this technology is real, it threatens to collapse the global race for charging speed and battery dominance. Superchargers? Ultra-fast 10-minute charging? Entire networks of stations? Suddenly, they all seem unnecessary. That's not just innovation, that's a paradigm shift. But the road ahead won't be easy. Can this African-born EV secure mass production in the U.S.? Will investors back it, or will powerful industries try to bury it? And most importantly, how will everyday drivers respond when they realize that the car tomorrow may already be here today? What most people don't know is that before this public unboxing, the car had already been undergoing quiet, behind-the-scenes testing in select U.S. locations. Engineers want to see how it performs under real American conditions, long highways, city commutes, even extreme weather. And the results? Whispers suggest the car held up far better than expected. Range anxiety? Gone. Power consistency? Surprisingly stable. But the most shocking detail was how little energy loss occurred even after hundreds of miles. When early testers got behind the wheel, their reaction said it all. Some described it as driving freedom itself, while others couldn't believe they were sitting in an African-designed machine that required no charging at all. One driver even said, "It feels like the world has been lying to us about what's possible." But while consumers were amazed, corporate boardrooms grew quiet. No official statements, no press releases, no congratulations. Just silence, as if the entire industry was holding its breath, waiting to see whether this breakthrough was too good to be true or too dangerous to acknowledge. Meanwhile, the world is starting to take notice. From Europe to Asia, journalists and analysts are scrambling for answers. Is Africa about to lead the EV revolution? Can a single invention shift the balance of power away from the usual giants? Because if this car is real, then the rules of the global auto industry are about to be rewritten. But where there's disruption, there's resistance. Behind the scenes, whispers have emerged of powerful forces that might not want this car to succeed. Think about it. Charging networks worth billions, battery supply chains stretching across continents, oil and gas still clinging to relevance, all of them could be threatened by a single African breakthrough. Some even suggest that deals are already being made, offers to buy the patents, to lock away the blueprints, to keep this technology hidden from the public eye. And yet, the science is undeniable. Inside this vehicle is an energy system so advanced it challenges conventional physics. It doesn't just store power, it regenerates it. With electromagnetic induction, kinetic recovery, and advanced energy looping, the car creates a continuous cycle of power flow. It's not infinite, but is efficient enough to make charging stations look obsolete. And that terrifies the industry. This isn't just a machine. It's a message from Africa to the world. We can innovate, we can lead, and we can change the future. For decades, Africa has been dismissed as a consumer, not a creator. But now, this EV is proof that innovation doesn't belong to one nation, one company, or one continent. It belongs to humanity. And now, America faces a choice. Will it embrace this new arrival, open doors for mass adoption, and welcome Africa into the EV spotlight? Or will it protect its corporate giants, slow the rollout, and risk losing the chance to be part of the global revolution? And if there's one company watching closer than anyone, it's Tesla. For years, Elon Musk has promised longer ranges, faster charging, and better batteries. But if Africa's self-powered EV proves real, all those promises suddenly look outdated. Imagine a head-to-head. Tesla's fastest against a car that never stops to charge. Who wins? Speed may impress, but endurance changes history. And it's not just Tesla. Governments are paying attention too. China has already invested billions into EV infrastructure. Europe is racing to ban gas cars. But what happens when an African innovation bypasses their entire strategy? Suddenly, the global map of power shifts, and nations are scrambling to get a piece of the future. Meanwhile, in underground tech forums and private investor circles, the buzz is electric. Some call it the death of charging stations. Others warn it's too disruptive to survive. But one thing is clear. This isn't just a car anymore. It's become a symbol of possibility, of rebellion, of what happens when the unexpected arrives. And now, the moment everyone's been waiting for, the first public road trial on American soil. Onlookers gather, cameras roll, and as the car begins its journey, you can feel the tension in the air. Mile after mile, the dashboard barely flinches. No charging stop, no decline, just pure, uninterrupted motion. And in that silence, a realization spreads. Transportation may never be the same again. As the African self-powered EV completes its first American road trial, the footage goes viral. Within hours, it dominates headlines. The car that never stops. Millions share the video. Investors flood with offers, and ordinary drivers demand answers. Has Africa really cracked the code the world has been chasing for decades? But with fame comes fire. Oil executives warn of economic instability. Charging networks quietly lobby to protect their trillion-dollar investments. Even some automakers whisper about banning technologies that destabilize the industry. Suddenly, this isn't just innovation, it's a battlefield. And yet, through all the resistance, one truth cannot be silenced. The car works. It drives, it powers itself. It challenges the limits we thought were unbreakable. For the first time in history, the world sees that the EV race doesn't belong only to America, China, or Europe. It belongs to Africa too. So what does this mean for us? For drivers? For the planet? It means the future just shifted. It means innovation can rise from anywhere. And it means that the dream of endless, sustainable mobility is no longer science fiction. It's here, born in Africa, tested in America, and ready to change the world. The age of charging may be ending, and a new chapter of freedom is beginning. Globe showing Europe Africa, oncoming automobile. Would you drive a self-powered EV? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that shape the future.